Piccolo!
Uh-oh.
Oh my
He's
gosh!
charging him.
Goku, wait! No! Give me back my friends!
Hi everyone, and welcome to another Dragon Ball reaction.
Before we begin, as always, thank you to the patrons on Patreon. If you want to join us on Patreon, the link is in the description. Go check it out for early access to our footage and exclusive content like filler episodes and movies that are only on Patreon. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to this channel. Also subscribe to the ton of other channels that we have, which are all within the link in the description. Last but not least, check out our merchandise, which is also within the link in the description. Like this video, comment down below. And with all that being said, let's get started with this reaction. Here we go, Madison.
I want to see him beat Mr. Popo.
A few of the Madisons on Patreon got mad at me because they said I changed your mind about Mr. Popo, which is not true.
Wait! I can't leave. Goran said coming up here was the only way to bring back everybody Piccolo hurt. They were my best friends. I'm not going!
Here we go, the defiance. And yes, I actually do like Mr. Popo.
Yeah, I want to give everybody that full disclosure that Madison has her own thoughts and opinions, regardless of whatever I say, so.
I already told you, you can't win.
I'm so impressed by him.
Come on!
Mr. Popo's actually much stronger than I thought he was.
Look at his face.
However lacking in mental and physical discipline, you'll be a great fighter. But not yet.
I can't believe it! That hurt even more than Piccolo's punches.
Yes,
Dang.
you beat him, and so you assumed you were the toughest in the world. But learn this now. No matter how strong you are, there will always be someone stronger who comes along.
That's
To
a
stay
great
on top,
life lesson.
You must keep pushing past what you think is strength.
It's not just about
I
strength,
feel
it's about
pretty weak
everything.
Now.
I'm glad we had this little chat. Now go on home, please.
What? No! I have to see the Guardian so my friends aren't dead any longer than they have to be.
What the heck?
You wouldn't like it if you were dead and your friends just gave up on you, right? Well, I won't do it!
I'm sure they have great board games to play. Besides, you're not strong enough to beat me.
Then
How
I
is
can
he gonna
stay
win him
here and
over, then?
train.
Train? For what?
You know, until I'm strong enough to beat you.
Oh, yes. Well, I guess so. But don't leave skid marks on the tiles.
Thanks
It won't
a lot,
take long.
Mr. Popo. See you soon.
What a good-hearted boy he is.
I think it's the combination of Goku's extra strength from all this training and his good heart that's gonna allow him to see Kami.
I agree with you on that. I think he's going to crack Mr. Popo, and Mr. Popo, even if Goku doesn't beat him, will let him see Kami.
I hope Goku's doing okay wherever he is. He said he was gonna go see some sort of guardian of the earth.
Bulma's quite laxed over there.
Yeah, what the
Yeah,
heck?
Kid really thinks he can do something to bring Krillin and Master Roshi back.
If anybody can do it, I guess a mystical planet protector would be the one.
They're so chill.
I don't know. Tall, great hair, really big muscles, I guess?
Who even cares? It's not like we'll ever see it.
Oh, can it, pig? We've already seen the world's most evil person. Maybe we'll see the purest one, too.
Yeah, there's no telling what to expect at this point. All I know is if there's a guardian, Goku will find it.
They have so much faith in
That's
Goku,
right.
that's why they're so chill.
Well, if it does exist, two things are certain. It's got the face of a pig, and it sure ain't a lady.
He deserves that.
To a men's club, I'm sure they like pork chops.
Oh shoot. The ladies have been more capable than Oolong, which is the funniest part of it all.
Mistake.
Someone needs to put him in his place at one point.
They do all the time. He just talks trash. He loves talking trash.
Tien's one band-aid on his face kind of cracks me up. After that fight with Piccolo.
He has two,
Two?
for your information.
He's so lucky Piccolo didn't kill him.
Our last fight against Piccolo showed I was nothing compared to you. But if a kid can reach such powers, think what a trained master can do. At the next World Martial Arts Tournament, I will surpass you.
We'll see about that.
Work
Wow.
hard to
I'm looking
beat you,
forward to
Goku.
that fight.
So make sure you get home safe.
I know I've said this like 3 or 4 times already, but hearing Tien say these things and then remembering parts of Z where he's like, I've trained my whole life to get as strong as you or stronger than you, it just really hits home, man.
It's crazy how big of an impact Goku as a kid has on Tien's whole life.
On everybody. Everybody he meets, he's like able to touch them in some way or another.
The lookout is at a very high altitude, Goku. The air's quite thin, so breathing is much more difficult. To train without passing out, you'll need to get rid of your redundant moves. Energy's far too precious up here to be wasted.
How do I not waste it?
You must be more tranquil than the sky.
This is a great place to
Quicker
train.
than lightning.
But the sky doesn't move. And when I see lightning, it's really quick. Sounds pretty tricky to me.
Watch me. Empty your mind of thoughts.
It's like the precursor to Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, Popo's training him.
Which is funny because all of the things Mr. Popo is saying right now really has a place in martial arts. I've experienced this personally, as you guys know. The calmer and more calculated you are, and the less
Do you notice
energy
how
you
quiet
spend.
it is up here when nobody talks? It's kind of creepy. Oh, sorry, I forgot.
Same eyes.
He's
But I'm
mimicking
saying
him.
you become
Goku,
better of a
just making
fighter
your
when you're
eyes
more
go blurry.
optimized.
That's not the same thing as emptying your mind.
What? Wow, this is really hard.
When that's done, you can focus on not being a slug.
Whoa.
Ah! Hey! How'd you do that? I didn't see you move one bit. There aren't two Mr. Popos here, are there?
No.
He is
I can
fast
see
like
you're
lightning.
puzzled. You're scratching your right cheek.
That's even weirder. You have eyes on the back of your head, too?
No.
Then how come you can see what I'm doing?
The answer is the same reason why you couldn't see me moving. You're only using your eyes to see. True sight requires all your senses, my young friend.
Wow.
Feel the movements of the air around me, and then you'll be able to see me.
Popo is so
So
enlightened.
I've got to see without my eyes and be like sky and lightning? That's a lot of stuff. No wonder you keep beating me.
Well, the Guardian of Earth has taught me many things in our years together. I'd like to think that I make him proud.
Whoa, are you saying the Guardian's even stronger than you are?
Yes, sir.
Yes, much stronger. I'm a mouse compared to him.
I'm looking forward to
Are
seeing
you
Kame.
discouraged?
Not at all. Now I'm more excited.
Well, you know Kami is
You
strong.
guys stronger than me who can beat me up without even trying?
Remember how much of a power boost Piccolo got when they merged back together?
Yeah.
Yes, I want to see if Kami
Goku,
looks any younger
you're
in Dragon Ball than he
peculiar
does in Dragon Ball Z.
That's a
Wait a
good...
second. If this
statement
Guardian
that you
is
just
stronger
made.
than both of us, why didn't he come down and beat Piccolo?
I'm afraid
Great
his
question.
role is not that simple.
Hey, I've got it. I'm gonna stay here forever.
Roommates.
Some of the words Mr. Popo recited in this
Or at
episode
least
is
until I get strong enough to beat both you guys.
verbatim
Then I'm
some of
sure
the things
you'll help.
that Goku says in Z to his enemies.
You're right.
He says like, oh,
where do you want
I
to
knew
start?
where you were because I was using all of my senses and I don't need my eyes and stuff. So many times in Z.
So this training is like super important right now.
Reports of an unidentified intruder in the northeast corner of the park.
Oh
Investigating
no, it's baby Piccolo, isn't it?
Baby Piccolo's a badass, man.
Every time I see him, I just think that he's Dende.
In the past episode, he like freaking shot a key blast and he's like, wait, I could do this?
Let's see how fast he grows up.
What is that?
It's
You
a
think it was
bear.
shark? I don't see any kind of an entrance wound.
Nah, we were just 100 yards away. We would have heard a gun. This is something else.
Is it Piccolo eating the bear?
He doesn't
What you
eat.
got?
Heavy feet. Looks human to me. Poacher, maybe.
Should we call backup?
Nah.
I know the Namekians don't eat, but didn't King Piccolo have like a feast in one of the Dragon Ball episodes? I think that was retconned later in Z, and they just became like plants or whatever.
Stop!
I really did almost say,
Look, it's just a kid.
Pink Piccolo.
Hey,
That's
wait
his
up.
new name for us.
What you doing here, little sport? Did you get lost?
What's your name? Who are your parents? Are they here too?
They're not disturbed at all by
You
his
shouldn't be walking around out here by yourself.
green
You're
skin.
safe now that we found you, but there's a poacher in the area. Whoa now, kid, take it easy. This isn't a cap gun, you know?
Oh no! He looks so scary.
Come any closer and I'll shoot. I mean it. I mean it. You freak, you're the one who killed that bear, aren't you? I said stay back.
Oh, wow. You gotta remember something, Madison. Piccolo's appearance
Back to the bikes.
is actually
My
like...
parents, just one. Piccolo. And he was kind enough to give me everything he had.
Ooh. Damn, he can speak now.
That was his little voice reveal.
I'm saying the people in Dragon Ball are already odd looking, and you have like animal people and stuff like that, so he's not that out of the ordinary in my
than
opinion.
the sky, and yet I move quicker than lightning.
Always so cheerful and determined. Tell you what, I'll assist you.
Yay! I was hoping you'd teach me how. My brain hurts when I think too much.
No, Goku. You still have to learn on your own. I'll just give hints.
That's stingy.
You're carrying a bell, correct?
Bell? Oh, hey, Korin just gave me one.
Man, they capture the childlike wonder in
He said I
Goku
need
so
it.
perfectly.
So now what?
Try one more time to hit Mr. Popo.
Okay, but I've learned a whole lot. Be warned. Here goes.
This bell thing kind of reminds me of Naruto and Kakashi in like the first episodes of original Naruto.
Darn
thinking
it,
the
I'm
same
still
thing.
not quick enough.
And what else?
You backflipped?
What happened before you attacked me?
Well, let's see. I gave you my bell. You moved like an acrobat to dodge my attack, and the bell never even made a peep.
That's
How'd
very
you do
impressive.
that?
Maybe you should try it.
Must have slipped.
It's gonna
Hold
take a
on.
while to master.
That's weird. The bell's quiet around you, but every time I move, it likes to ring. I know, it's a trick, right?
Go home, Goku.
He's like, I'm
Don't
done.
leave.
Who's so serious
Did
this
I say
time?
something wrong?
I look after the Earth's guardian, my boy. I don't have time for shenanigans.
Not
Sorry,
a babysitter.
It just reminded me of a prank Master Roshi pulled. At least, Krillin told me it was a prank when we were finished, but maybe it was for real.
Wait a second, is Mr. Popo gonna know Master Roshi or something? That
I
would
think
be
so.
incredible.
Although he said it had been centuries since somebody was up there.
They don't need to see Roshi because the Guardian of the Earth technically sees everything already, so they
Give it a
probably know
whirl.
who Roshi is.
They definitely know who Roshi is.
The bell thing is physically possible. It's just highly unlikely that you would be able to move like that and the bell not make any noise.
I think I would never be able to do something like that.
I second you on that.
Oh!
Krillin said Master Roshi pasted the jar to his head. But maybe there is a way to move that keeps water from getting splashy and bells from ringing. Water from getting splashy. Hey, water spills when you move it one way and then back in the other direction. That's like a bell. If you just move it once, it doesn't work. You have to keep jingling it back and forth.
And those are the redundant moves.
Then I win.
See, you're smart when you try, Goku.
See him
but
do it,
knowing
though.
It won't be enough.
Right, I get it. I have to learn how to really move that way. But once I keep the bell quiet, I can beat you, can't
This is
I?
actually a physics
Perhaps,
lesson for
but it could
Goku.
take years of intense
How long will it
training.
take him?
And after you've learned the technique, there's still the chance you won't be able to get past
Goku,
me.
no more than a few tries. He's getting his first crash course on like angular momentum.
I give him max 3 days.
3 days. I think that's too long for this kid.
I said the very
You
max.
must decide. Will you commit to years of training that could end in vain?
You bet. I'll do whatever it takes to bring my friends back.
That's good to hear.
Oh,
Hey, who's
yes.
there? Is that you, Mr. Guardian?
More like 3 seconds. Kami's coming out.
Talking to me?
He likes him.
I will meet with you now.
Oh, you mean it? Before the years of training? Yeah!
You're a fortunate boy, Goku. This is rare.
Thanks,
He is
Mr.
so
Guardian.
Wow, the big reveal. When Goku finally sees Kami's face, he's gonna flip. Actually, one of the
What's the
patrons
deal? Goku's
mentioned
been
something
gone a
very
while.
important in the comment
If all's going
section.
smoothly, you should be seeing the big boss about right now.
Why is everyone making such a big deal about it? Didn't
He
you
said
say
Mr.
Goku's
Popo
already
is
seen this
obviously so
Guardian guy
strong.
before?
I was using some poetic license. Trust me, this meeting should be more fun than you at a breakfast bar.
In Dragon Ball Z, Mr. Popo was holding his own against Goten and Trunks transformed in Super Saiyan mode.
You're right about that.
I really said
Closer to
Super Saiyan
this.
mode.
Okay.
In Super Saiyan.
This is exciting, isn't it? Wow, I can't wait. Where is he?
Remember, stay put.
Mr. Popo's just very humble.
Oh, boy.
Oh no!
Piccolo!
Uh-oh.
Oh my
He's
god!
charging him.
Goku, wait! No!
Give me back my friends!
Whoa. Kami is so powerful, man.
Let go of me! You don't understand. He's the bad guy I told you about.
It's you who fails to understand. This is not Piccolo.
They have to explain this.
I should have known Korin wouldn't explain it to you.
Whoa. Did you say Korin?
He thinks he's very funny.
Horn is funny.
There's a good reason you mistook me for Piccolo, my boy. Ages ago, we two beings were one. A
Wow.
single coin with two opposing sides. My name is Kami, and I am indeed the guardian of this planet. But it wasn't always that way.
Does
What do
his
you
chest
mean?
say good?
Guardians are a mortal lot, much like you. There was a guardian before me, and I sensed that his end was approaching. I made the same trek that you did.
That's a
up
good
to
observation.
This lookout, hoping to become his successor.
Somebody
But he
comment down
turned his
below.
back on me. I strongly believed that I was destined to replace him, but in his great wisdom, he saw in me a side I was too proud to admit.
Ah, this
You
all
see, a
makes
guardian's
sense.
motives must be pure, yet in me was a selfish desire for its power and control. A side that thrived on bitterness and hate. For many brutal years, I meditated and trained, until I was finally able to separate my impure desire and drive it out of my body.
It's so crazy because we're watching Naruto Shippuden, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
I was
While
just
in my
thinking that.
purified form, I remained at the lookout and became the next guardian. Piccolo went down to the earth to incite disorder. It's been a great source of guilt for me. But you, Goku, have stopped him in his boldest assault, and in gratitude, I will give ear to your request.
Yay.
But on one condition, you must remain here and train under me for as long as my own motives require.
Of course, I wanted to do that anyway. Now I can tell you which friends to bring back, right?
I know. Krillin, Chaozu, Master Roshi, Nam, all the other fighters.
I'm glad he mentioned
Unfortunately, my
Nom.
powers as Guardian will not bring them back. The one being that has that ability is Shenron, the dragon. I guess I'll simply have to recreate him and let the Earthlings use the Dragon Balls again.
Please.
You can really do that, Kami?
Yes, but I do so begrudgingly. From now on, Goku, you must take greater care to protect your friends and secure the power of the dragon.
I promise to.
Good. I will
Now
hold
they
you
make
to
more
that.
silly
Now,
wishes.
Mr. Popo, I would like to begin recreating the Eternal Dragon immediately.
Yes, come.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you,
best
thank
day
you,
ever.
thank you, Mr. Kami Guardian.
A little alien boy who was born in outer space, who comes to Earth and is raised by a human, finally has the chance to meet God when you really zoom out and see what's happening in Dragon Ball. Not only is it very beautiful, but at the same time it's very entertaining, and I can't stop thinking about the parallels between Dragon Ball and Naruto and how much of a fan Kishimoto was of Akira Toriyama's work.
I'm so glad you brought up the parallels between Dragon Ball and Naruto. While watching this, I also kept thinking about how much Dragon Ball Z has borrowed from Dragon Ball. For example, the splitting of good and evil that we saw in Kami also happens in Majin Buu during Dragon Ball Z.
You're absolutely right about how much Dragon Ball Z has borrowed from Dragon Ball, and I always thought Dragon Ball Z had these original ideas, which was so fantastic, but the original ideas and the themes actually come from Dragon Ball. And one thing that really grinded my gears about Dragon Ball Super is the fact that I thought Dragon Ball Super took all of these unique concepts and themes from Dragon Ball Z and simply regurgitated them. To some extent, what I'm saying is true, but those ideas in Dragon Ball Z, like I mentioned earlier, weren't original ideas because Dragon Ball Z literally did the same thing with Dragon Ball, and this is why it's so important to watch Dragon Ball before getting into any of the Dragon Ball series. But anyway, with that all being said, we'll see you guys in the next exciting episode. Thank you so much for tuning in, stay tuned, and peace out.
Bye!